Welcome everybody, this is Edgardo, Balentine.
And this is Scott DiGregorio, and welcome to the Real Estate of Tomorrow podcast, where we're going to discuss the rapidly changing landscape of the real estate industry.
And the steps that you need to take today in order to survive tomorrow.
Look, I'm going to give you the perspective of a 25-year veteran, somebody who has been there and done that.
With Jesus life for all fart, okay?
Screw you, man.
Look, I'm going to give you a fresh perspective from somebody that's applying those steps today.
So that basically means you're young and you don't know shit.
All right, let's get this started.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of the Real Estate of Tomorrow podcast. I am the better co-host, Scott DiGregorio. I'm sitting here with
Edgardo Balentine. I'll let you have that one.
So, bro, this is a super exciting, super timely episode, and frankly, a topic that we've talked about in the past and we're going to keep talking about in the future because posting videos is just where it's at. That's not going anywhere. And there's new technologies, there's ChatGPT, there's all these things now that are evolving the way we're doing it. And frankly, we're getting enough traction with it now where we're starting to look at maybe bringing in third parties and hiring some people to help us with that. So today is all things short form content, video, apps we're using, etc. So go, man. You're admittedly you're doing a better job at this than I am. So take it away.
So this is a super vulnerable, this is what we're using, this is how we're doing right now. I want people, because look, when I look into this, when I do some research into this, what I find is super fucking complicated things that want to just sell you services, or like, this is going to be so time consuming, I'm just not going to do it.
Yep.
You know, it's very hard to find, okay, these are the apps that anybody that's not a marketing guru or whatever can do. So this is where we're at right now. So let's go from, and again, just short form videos, right? Not that this cannot be applied to long form, but we're not applying it to long form. So this is barely what we're doing to go from having nothing recorded to posting something on social media that's actually getting some traction and getting us deals. So I think the first thing is equipment. Right?
Sure.
When you look at equipment, it's very difficult because you can spend 50 grand if you want, or people tell you just record with your video, with your phone and don't worry about anything. So when it comes to equipment, why don't you go? What do we record with? What are the must-have? What are the things that we've seen some difference between when we didn't have them that we have, but now that we have them, and you know, how expensive is it?
Yeah, so look, I record the videos on my iPhone 14 Pro.
We do.
We do, yeah. Tori on my team is younger than me, and he went into the phone settings and kind of unlocked some things.
Okay.
I wish I could speak more intelligently on that, but I can't.
You nailed it, though.
Nailed it.
You nailed it.
Like a boss.
Yeah.
So iPhone 14.
Probably just open the camera app.
You brought to me, we use an inexpensive wireless mic.
Yeah, inexpensive. We're talking about...
And you bought it for me as a Christmas gift, so I don't know how much it cost.
I don't spend more than $35 on those things. I have 4 right now. They are cool because they are double little wireless mics. So instead of having just the one, you can have 2. Cool thing about that, you can have the one wireless mic, obviously, when you're talking to somebody else, and then have the other person with the wireless mic, so you know they can communicate. But pro tip, if you're doing a video where you're moving a lot and your face moves a lot, where you're, you know, like I do some videos where I'm writing on the board, and just like I'm doing here, my voice just maybe goes over here and then it comes back. What I saw is that you can put both mics, you can clip both mics on both sides. That way, no matter where your face moves,
more consistent.
You have
audio.
The same consistent
That's
audio.
awesome.
So that's a pro tip here. But yeah, it's a $35 wireless mic. I like the wireless because you can move and the sound stay consistent. But having the mic versus not having the mic is one of those things that you don't notice when you're doing the videos and you're not recording with the mic. But as soon as you record with the mic, you go, oh my God.
Bro, so you gave me that, right? And I was recording a couple videos and I recorded 2 without it. And then I was like, oh shit, the mic. I put the mic in. I was editing those videos. And when I first hit play on the first mic video, I was like, holy crap, like what a difference there. So And the quality you get from a video quality, the video quality of an iPhone 14 is just real.
It's good
And
enough.
any new phone, right?
It's good. You and I were toying with the idea of getting this expensive camera. You actually
have one.
use one, and it's just the phone is so good.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So, and then of course a $15 Amazon tripod.
Yeah.
So I mean, from an equipment standpoint, a couple of ring lights.
That's
Okay.
the part
Yeah,
that we were missing.
yeah, the lighting is
Lights,
big.
super important.
Yeah, lighting is
But
big. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but
No.
you need to have some lighting. So the lighting is super important. A microphone is super important. But dude, we're talking under $100.
Under $100. So under $100, you can have a quality video for reels. Again, we're talking about short form content. There's not the expectation of a production like TV. So literally, that's all you need. You need the tripod, the light, the mic, and the phone is good enough.
Now, one of the things that trips up a lot of people on this, and I know we've talked about this in prior episodes, but it's worth mentioning again. In today's day and age, specifically with short form content, quantity beats quality. Not that quality has no meaning, but do not allow perfection to get in the way of progress, okay? It is better to get out 3 videos that are good versus killing yourself and pushing out one video that you feel is perfect.
Because there's too much out there, and again, the end consumer is not expecting that high level of production. One thing I want to say about the mic, because that was something that for some reason I was getting tripped before I got the mic. The mic has a little adapter that you just plug into your phone where the phone charges, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you do. You don't really have to do anything else. The other thing I use another mic. It's a USB-C mic that I bought an adapter for my phone. So you plug the adapter from your phone, then you plug the USB-C mic to that adapter, and then you have like a podcast style mic for the videos. This is something that I bought, was same thing, maybe $20, $30, and I did it exclusively for the look. You get that podcast look as opposed to just you walking around. So, if you have a USB-C mic and you don't want to spend the money for the wireless thing, well, you're going to spend the same amount of money for the adapter, but buy the adapter. It's a good to have.
Okay, cool. So that's just getting it recorded. Next stage, obviously, editing.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do we use for it?
Yeah, I mean, look, we use Video Leap for the editing, and again, I think that's an Apple thing. I was talking to somebody else at Neo, and they were like, it's a little bit harder to find them for Samsungs. I would think there's plenty of apps out there. So
No, I think Video Leap is in both because I have it on my tablet too, and I have a Samsung tablet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you not have an iPad? That's a whole separate episode. So anyway, we use Video Leap for video editing, and then for captions, we use a appropriately named app called Captions.
See, that one is only on iPhones.
Okay.
Captions. So maybe that's what they were saying. I don't know which one you can use for.
But there's probably
whatever.
50 of them.
Buy an iPhone. But yeah, Video Leap is you can pay monthly or you can buy it and that's it. It's super inexpensive. It's like $60 and then you have it forever. And it's constantly updating. I like it personally because I find it a very easy app to edit. There's 1,000 apps to edit.
And disclaimer, this is essentially the only one we've ever used. So
The only one.
And we like it partially because we're comfortable with it.
Correct. But whatever editing app that you use, that's great. We only go to the extent of cutting, so making sure that there's not a lot of empty space, when it comes to sound.
Zooming in and out.
Zooming in and out. And every once in a while, putting an image or a GIF or GIF and a meme, just making something funny, making something pop. That's it. Because then we save that, we upload it into Captions. Captions takes a minute, and it comes up with very cool captions, in my opinion.
And now you have a appropriately edited video that is, that has the captions in it. And I think, and again, you do more than me because you do the editing for your whole team. If you have 3 videos that you have to edit and get, so from Ed, here's 3 recorded videos. From that moment to them being posted on the various sites, including the editing, the posting, the captions, the whole deal, What are 3 videos going to take?
So the video right now, I have it down to 15 minutes where it's ready.
Okay.
Just is ready with everything. Okay? So now you have a finished video with the captions and edited. So now to post it, right? So in order to post it, I go into what I'm doing is I go into Instagram, and then I upload it there. I make sure that I put a hook, which is a word, like some words that are gonna disappear after a second or two, that gives you an idea of what the video is. And the idea behind that is a lot of people scroll through videos without sound. Okay, so I want them to have an idea of what the video is. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to ChatGPT, and I'm basically telling ChatGPT, you're a prolific Instagram influencer on real estate and financing topics, and you just recorded a reel about whatever, and I put the whatever part, and I say write the captions for that.
Now let's go back to something, because this is something you told me, Ed, that it's critically important that you put the hook for the video within each platform. So you do it within, Meta products, Facebook and Instagram. You do it within TikTok. You do it within YouTube, because that allows the individual algorithms, right? So let's say YouTube's algorithm, to know what the video is about. All the captions that you're uploading within the video, the algorithm's not reading. It's only reading the words and listening to the music if you put them in there within each app. So the hook, you'll put the hook in 4 different times.
Correct.
As you post everything. That's important to note.
That's why the description is important too.
Absolutely.
Because the algorithm reads the description of the video. And what's cool about ChatGPT is it gives you a great description, at least a better description that I will come up with. I don't know about you guys. And it gives you hashtags.
Right.
So I literally copy and paste, and that's the description of the video, and that's how I upload it. Now, a couple things. Music. I pick the music from the Instagram. From Instagram, they have like the music that you can choose. There's really no science to it. I just kind of like pick whatever music I think it's appropriate for the video and the tone and all that. Just when you pick the music, make sure that I spend more time than I probably like to spend on the music, simply because I want to make sure that the volume is correct. So when you pick the music, it's going to sound a little bit different than when you actually go down and listen to it. So I turn the volume up and I listen to it, and I want to make sure that the music is not overpowering the words.
Right.
So that's
when it's subtle and in the background.
Yes.
When it's
So when in doubt, turn it down. Always.
Sure.
And then my Instagram posted to Facebook, which so far it's been good. And then I applied the same thing in YouTube and in TikTok. Mm-hmm. And that's how we've been doing it. Now, this is how we've been doing things. What are we trying to change? What problems have we ran to?
Well, we've run into some problems with the music. I mean, let's keep going on that.
Yeah, so the music.
You've gotten in trouble.
Yeah, so the music has been annoying, because I like the idea of picking the music from the actual platforms, because they have sounds that are going viral. So a lot of times the video can be the same video, but if you use a sound or a song that's going viral, then it's gonna do a lot better than if you pick another song. The problem with that is, though, even though Instagram is owned by Meta, which is Facebook too, when there's been a couple times that I've posted the video to Instagram, have the video post on Facebook too, and then Facebook has silenced my video because of copyright claims with the music.
With that and Instagram, and you selected the music from within Instagram.
From within Instagram.
And Instagram you had no problems with.
Yeah. So, in our next step here is to try to make this posting thing to reduce the amount of times that the posting takes. But these are the problems that I started to run into, where now the music is copyrighted, and because it's just one sound, they mute my whole video. So a video that's doing really well gets muted and basically stops getting views. So,
and look, this is something that's worth mentioning, because this messes with a lot of people. The reality is this: to do this, to go down this this social media journey, it is constant change. And I know that's Like, nobody likes change. Like, I understand that that's frustrating, but that's just the game. Do not, if you are listening to this and you think I've been doing videos exactly the same way for the last even 6 months, don't compliment yourself for that. Realize that that's a shortcoming, and you need to go in there, because the way we're doing things sometimes changes
Oh,
month to month.
constantly. I'll give you an example. When I started doing the short form video, I'll talk to you about this. Instagram was pushing the content to non-followers. 90% of the viewers were non-followers. So you have to adapt the videos that you're making based on people that aren't following you, right? So you need to make sure that it's a broader audience. They changed that recently, where now they take a sample of your current followers, show it to them, and then based on how that does with your current followers, then they move into pushing it out there for non-followers. So now if you're making videos, you need to make a video that's gonna cater to your current audience, not just to people that don't follow you yet.
And you could go on the back end of all of these platforms and look at those metrics, and you need to. That's not a pro tip, that's a requirement.
Okay, so that's where we're at with the music. So the solution to that is twofold. It's easy. One, you individually pick the music on each platform.
Right, the auto posting from Instagram to Facebook stops.
You stop it and you individually select it. Or B, you pick the music before you even post it on Instagram, and then it just goes with the video.
But that'll work against the algorithms.
Pros and cons, right?
Yeah,
Pros
yeah.
and cons. Works against the algorithm, but you just said, time or quantity versus quality. So
Sure.
maybe you can push more content like that because you take less time picking the music, but the quality of the hit is not as good.
And look, this is the guesswork we're doing.
This
right?
is the guesswork
This is
we're
the guesswork
doing, and we'll
doing.
keep you
we're-
posted.
I was gonna say, we're constantly doing it. But that's what we're doing. And then now you have these videos posted. You're looking at the metrics. Engage.
So that's an interesting thing. So the metrics are the metrics, right? And they are vanity metrics.
And they're all over the place.
They're all over the place.
Post a
yeah.
video, we get 5,000 views. We post the next video, we get 7.
I get the same video on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and they perform completely different.
Yeah.
And, some of them go more viral than others. Crazy. When I wasn't doing anything, I get recognition, so it's a lot easier to, when you actually have a client that calls you, they go, oh my God, I've seen your videos, that's great. But not a lot of direct reports from the video, direct business from it. Once I started saying whatever to anybody that liked the post, share the post, comment on the post, then I don't care how many viewers I get. I can have 200 viewers. But if I have 30 people like my post, let alone 1,000, but 30 people like my post, and I message the 30 people, and what I started doing was, in a 30-second, 45-second video, I'm giving you, 60% of the information, 20% of the information. So I leave one thing that's interesting outside of that post, and then everybody that likes the video, I go, hey, thanks for the like. By the way, I didn't have time to add this to the video, but just so you know, this is a cool thing about that program too. And that immediately overnight started turning those same few amount of views into way more deals.
And that's the thing. Society is pushing everybody towards these metrics. And the truth is this. You've done videos where you've gotten 27 views, 7 comments, and a buyer out of it.
Yeah.
So, don't think you need to go viral. Well, by the way, you just referenced going viral. Going viral for me is 2,000, right? Like
I know, yeah.
It's not like we're looking for millions and millions of people. If it happens, cool, but don't put that bar as like this is what success looks like. We're both having a lot of success on social media with closed transactions. And I would imagine if anybody listening, which I'm sure people will do this, looks us up and they're like, those numbers are low. So this engagement piece of it with another tidbit, right? Not a, hey, thanks for the like, but something of value is the tipping point between this working and not working.
That's a game changer. And the amount of people that started to tell me, I've been watching your videos for years, but we haven't met. Here's a buyer now, or let's meet. It's like, oh my God, I just had to reach out. So that's one thing. Going back to where we're at right now and how we want to scale. So, we're at the point where we're trying to push a lot of videos and we're trying to be true to the quantity, right?
And we've gotten super busy.
And we're getting very busy, yeah. So I went the route of hiring a company called Video Husky. Video Husky is unlimited video edits per month. You pay a flat fee of $550, at least the plan that I have. They work 5 days a week in the Philippines, so they work, at least from where we're from, in the other side of the world, so they work when we're sleeping.
Right.
And right now, I just started this. They are pushing about 6 videos a week for me, where I upload 6 videos for them to work on, and they come back with 6 edit videos a week.
Right. Now, my pushback on that, and not pushback, by the way, their work is good. They're not a sponsor of this.
No, not at all.
We should see if we could find an
Yeah,
affiliate
all right.
link to throw on the bottom to make a couple bucks. But either way, now my only pushback of that is they do the editing, they don't do the posting. I want to find a solution where I could sit here, record in 30 minutes, record 20 videos, upload it somewhere, and go, okay, post 5 of these, or post 1 of these every Monday through Friday for the next month. And so I am in communications, haven't even pulled a trigger yet with a VA, with a virtual assistant company. And I am talking to them. They're looking at maybe $200 to $300 a month. I'm still negotiating with them. By the way, if you go down the virtual assistant route, there's very often a fair amount of negotiating that can be done.
Yeah.
But I'm currently negotiating with them. But either way, the theme is the same. We are looking to offload this work onto other parties, and Video Husky's doing a great job. I looked at a lot of the demo work for the, a lot of samples of the VA that I'm talking to. The work seems super high quality. So for, once this thing starts scaling, or if you're saying to yourself, look, I'm really busy and that's all great, I just don't have time or I don't want to or whatever, there is a paid plan for this.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it and learn it.
Well, I think that's worth saying. Look, what I had trouble with is how to get this off the ground and get kind of like the starter package to all of this. And that's what we're talking about. If you have enough dollars to throw at this, none of this is a problem. You just hire somebody and they take care of all of this for you. We're trying to do it cheap for a couple of reasons. One, we wanted to learn, because we've worked with virtual assistants that did everything for us. The problem with that is you don't really know what they're doing and what they're not doing.
And whether what they're doing is good. It's not working. Is it not working because of you, the videos, or is it not working because of the service?
Exactly.
So, we are never comfortable blindly paying somebody to do something that we have zero knowledge on because, well, frankly, we've been burned.
Yeah, we did that already.
Yeah.
So we went this route for learning purposes, but also for scalability. Because maybe for you and I, it's fine to just hire somebody, but I want my LOs to be able to get the same level of content and the same level of output that we are getting. And I want, as we communicate with our realtor partners and I always communicate with, anybody that wants help, we want to be able to give them a solution that's actually applicable and it's effective, but it's also cheap.
Yeah, and going back to like distribution on it, we didn't mention this, we should have. For example, you could create a custom Facebook friends list, and then you could take a short that is super timely or whatever, and direct, like, message it right in Messenger, message it to everybody within that custom friends list. So you could have a custom friends list of past seller clients, past buyer clients, prospects, however you want to diversify
Other
it.
realtors, if
Yeah,
you're throwing a listing.
I'm helping one agent now. She is from Michigan. She has a huge 20 years in real estate in Michigan, and a whole lot of people move from Michigan to Southwest Florida.
Sure.
So I'm encouraging her to create that custom Facebook friends list and then push Southwest Florida real estate market content to that. So you could really leverage this. We've used some of it in big email blasts to thousands of people. There's a lot of different ways of leveraging it. So just think beyond just the post.
Yeah. One thing when we're closing this is just a little cool tip and trick that I learned on Instagram. For all of you realtors that are going to open houses and are, doing listings and things like that, if you follow the pages that are doing a great job marketing those listings and you go to their reels, a lot of them, especially if they created the reel within the app, you can download their template. Yeah. So you know how the pictures change with the music, with the right tone and all that.
The timing and everything.
That takes forever to do. That's the most annoying part about editing. Well, you don't even have to pay somebody to edit. You don't even have to do anything about it. You just use the template. You can download that template and then just add the pictures that you want and the videos that you want on each spot, and it will recreate the same video with the same music, with the same cadence and everything, but with your listing.
Pro tip.
Yeah, that is the easiest way for you to have a badass marketing reel on a listing or an open house that you have without you having to pay to know how to edit. All you have to know how to do is click on use template and upload those pictures there, and that's it.
And then you could use that to post to the other.
You can post it right there. Yeah.
So, all right, man. I think it's good stuff. Look, we obviously, name of the podcast, Real Estate of Tomorrow. Folks, if you are listening to this and you want to be in this business in the future, right? If you're retiring in 3 years, who cares? But if you want to be in the business in the future, this is not a suggestion. This is, and it has been for a while, this is a necessity. People now, I think TikTok is one of or the top search engine in the world right now. So when people are referred to or people hear about your name, they're going to not just Google you, they're going to search for you in all these different social media platforms. And not having a presence out there will impact your business, whether you realize it or not.
Jump in, take the plunge, learn. Man, we're learning here. We'll keep sharing our journey.
Our first couple videos, super sucked.
Yeah, and we'll keep sharing our journey with you guys so you don't make the same mistakes. And we'll keep you posted, guys.
All right, man. Guys, everybody, listen. Likes, 5-star reviews, share. Do me a favor, send us some love. We appreciate it. Our download numbers are really, really good, man. It's awesome, and we appreciate it. This is the Real Estate of Tomorrow podcast. We always like to ask you, are you doing what you need to do today to be successful in the real estate of tomorrow? I'm Scott DiGregorio. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
By the way, just one last thing. If you know of a better service, or if you know of a great virtual assistant that can do all of this for us in a better way, not only we would love to use them too, but we would love to hear you talking about your experience.
Absolutely. Send an email to success@realestateoftomorrow.com.
All right. See you guys.
Well, thank you guys for listening. And now it's your turn to implement everything you learned today.
Look, you have a question, you have a topic for a future episode?
Share with us.
Yeah, tell us what you're doing. What are you doing today so you could be successful tomorrow? Send us an email at success@realestateoftomorrow.com.
And don't forget to leave us a review, an honest review.
Screw an honest review. Leave us a 5-star review. And for every 5-star review we get, we're going to send you a badass Real Estate Mean t-shirt.
Those shirts are hilarious.
See ya.